Hey, how you guys doing? So of course we have the next episode, this one being Shizuku's episode finally. So of course, as normal, go ahead and vote in the description after watching this video and or the episode, and rate your girls from your favorite to least favorite, 1 through 11, 1 being your favorite. So we'll have to see how Shizuku's episode really affects Shizuku, who has been overall 10 for like forever. So of course she's been really struggling, so we can see if she gets the boost she needs from her fans here. So of course, if you want to get a free Shizuku, you can go in All Stars and they will give you free Shizuku if you read her story. This one is going to be this outfit. So if you like this outfit or you want a free ultra, go ahead and do it. This has definitely been towards my favorite out of her outfits so far. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So of course, the big thing about Shizuku is that she loves theater, and the way they portray her struggle is going to be through theater. So of course, she's going to have two versions of her. One is kind of more for true inner self, while the other one is her outer self, the one she hides behind with a mask. So this is going to happen through a lot. So we jump into the club room, and Shizuku's being interviewed what kind of squall she is, and she kind of says, I want to be the one that's loved by everyone, which, you know, what does that exactly mean? Because you can't really be someone that's loved by everyone. That's just an impossibility that you have to accept. So Shizuku's like, yeah, what everyone imagines is the best and perfect, I'm going to shoot for that, which again, that's pretty hard. So they're also going to discuss that Shizuku's going to perform in the theater, and it's going to be in part with Toho Academy. We'll talk about that later. So she was chosen for the lead role here, but then she was being told by this girl here that she's being replaced, and of course Shizuku is going to take offense to that. So we find her in a schoolroom where she's trying to practice, and Kasumi takes notice here. Back in the club, these girls are all excited to talk about the interviews they had in their club, but then Kasumi is taking a look at Shizuku, who seems fine at that very moment, but then they're going to talk about another article and saying, oh, Shizuku is going to be the lead role in the theater, and then that's where Kasumi, who's ever so observant, notices that Shizuku is going to have a stark reaction here, which of course that's probably not the reaction you're going to have if nothing's going wrong here. So of course Kasumi is going to take notice of that. So of course Kasumi is wondering, well, you know, what's going on here. She doesn't actually know the real reason, but she definitely realizes something is off. So she asks what other people are saying. So we know Shizuku is again going through this kind of struggle here. How she's saying, you know, my songs and what I do is not really reaching everyone, and how she is different, and how she's got to kind of hide behind a mask rather than being true to herself. She's got to behave as that perfect girl in order to be someone that people like. So obviously Kasumi, being the ever so persistent and observant girl, decides that she needs to go ahead and almost kidnap Shizuku and go have fun with her, try to make Shizuku feel better here. So they end up going and get this massive sweet cake, and they tell her to start eating it. And they end up kind of going on like a hanging out montage almost here, and then we end up seeing like she finding a dog that looks like hers, which Ophelia, that's her dog right here in this image. So she has a golden lab. And then meanwhile, while we're in this location, we're going to get a little callback to one of her songs. So of course, if you see that, it says E08, which of course is a reference to her song. And of course, that song was a reference to Audrey Hepburn, who is a British film woman from a long time ago. As you can see, she really inspired Shizuku, so of course she decided to write a song in inspiration of her. And it was really cool to see that the anime was referencing that through this poster here. So I think it was really cool that they were going to be able to reference her songs, and you know, of course, Audrey being a very important figure for her, it was great to see that in the anime as well. Who said you couldn't learn things from anime that are not anime related? Well, here's Love Live teaching about E08, and of course there are other girls like Margaret that we can learn about later. So anyways, the important thing is when she goes and sees that, she's saying that, you know, I act because I get to be someone else, I get to be not me. But she ends up leaving, and she still has internal struggle, saying, you know, she doesn't want to show her true self. She wants to be that perfect ideal girl. Then we have her, I don't know, her darker self, her true self, telling that, you know, you should accept me. But she's just can't seem to do that, and she's just too scared to show who she truly is, and that people wouldn't like that, and in fact she didn't like herself in this very moment here. So then Kasumi is wondering what she could do to end up helping Shizuku's struggling like here. And well, we actually get Rina saying that, you know, I was like that, you know, reference her episode, and how she was hating herself because she wasn't able to express herself. Of course, we had I, who ended up being that bright sunshine, ended up pulling her out of that. So then Kasumi realizes that she could be what I was for Rina. So she could be what Shizuku needs to get out of that poor down mood. So find Shizuku, who ends up saying, I guess, tongue twisters to make herself feel better. But we end up getting Kasumi end up walking into the classroom. And of course, Shizuku says she's fine. She ends up getting his face, and when you see this kind of face, you can clearly see that she's hiding things. She's trying to put a smile on, but we can see that she has internal strife. And I think that image really illustrates that, and then we get this, so take that out of context. But of course, we have Shizuku ends up spitting out her feelings, how, you know, she liked all this old stuff here, but she was scared to talk about that and express it because other people might not like it when she talks about that because she's different. So she decides to act like someone who everyone can like, but that's not her true self here. And if she wants to be a perfect school idol, she's got to be an actor, someone who fakes it, someone who behaves in a way that people expect, and she just doesn't really like that. And of course, who would? She says she's really afraid of people not liking her, but that's where Kasumi comes in and says, you know, that's ridiculous. You can't have everyone love you no matter what. Even the amazing Kasukasu can't get everyone to love her, and everyone have her saying that she's cute. And she's being a little narcissistic here, as of course that's just the way she works. And of course she's just like, what? But the important thing is the people close to you really care for you and love you, and that's what really matters. And of course Shizuku really gets to try to learn and understand, and she ends up kind of laughing and crying at the end here, realizing that she was being silly about it. Now we jump over to the scene, and we get to see these two girls talking about the play that was about to happen. So of course, the girl on the right name is Himeno. How do I know these girls? These are girls that were from Levi School Festival. More normal girls. These girls are from the Toho Academy. So we'll see them a little more later, so I'll talk about more later. But of course, it's really cool to see these girls. So now let's go ahead and jump into the play, and it's going to start how the episode started, which is kind of cool to see that. And of course, we get a reference to her first song, Anata no Rizo no Hiroen. So this play is also kind of going off her internal struggle she was having throughout the whole episode here, and having had the black and white contrasting her with the two sides. But of course, this also goes through her resolution, how she gets over her struggles, and how she accepts both sides, and that she can still be her true self. And I gotta say, I like how she reveals her dress, how that she's both the black and white versions of her, with the gray in the middle. And this is where we can see her perform her solo song, Solitude Rain. So of course you can get this song in All Stars. Go ahead and participate in it while it lasts. So let's talk about the song, and of course it's really great to see all of the outfits here. So many outfits for Shizuku, but of course I really like the song and the fact that it was always raining. Of course we know Shizuku means drop, of course, in terms of the raindrop and stuff. To see that was also really nice, and just the dress overall was nice symbolism. And obviously the art was pretty good here, especially how the rain just freezes in. But again, I just also really enjoyed just all the outfits again. Of course, like the bear here. But honestly, a pretty good song overall by Shizuku. So if you're wondering who was that duplicate, of course that was that girl, the girl from the drama club. and apparently Shizuku does not have powers of multiplication. But in the end, we get Shizuku, who's really happy that she was able to show her true self. So of course now we get to the very end of the episode where we get to see these girls again from Toho Academy. So in case if you're wondering who are all the girls from Toho Academy, because now we might get to see more of them. Of course we get to see two of them. We got Misaki and Himeno, but the rest of these girls and the outfits for the school is going to be this. So we'll have to see if you get to see more of them there. I know I asked the question, will we see more normal girls? And the answer apparently is yes, really quickly. So that's great to see. But the importance of showing them is that these girls are going to be taking a look at Kara and Osaka, which of course is going to be the focus of the next episode. So in the next episode, we're going to probably be focusing on her modeling, as it would be indicative of at least that first scene there. And of course we get to see the normal girls again. So we get to see Haruka as well as this girl. So I'm really excited to see more of the normal girls interacting with all these girls. So I'm really excited to see. Should be the last focus episode of the main 9 girls for Kara and Osaka. Maybe after that might be a focus episode on you, I guess, if we went by the umbrella orders, because I think you will be the last. But I guess we wouldn't be getting a new song though, unless they're going to surprise us. But of course that will be the focus of next episode. So let me know what you guys think about Shizuku's episode. Did that really transform your opinion on her? Did you enjoy the song? What do you think of the outfit? And how did you feel about her internal strife? I think Kasumi did a good job of helping out Shizuku, or maybe she was a bit too narcissistic in that matter. And is that a problem that you could relate to, where you feel like you have to behave differently when you're with other people, that you gotta be your perfect version of yourself? Let me know what you guys think about that and the song as well. And of course, be able to express your opinions in the poll as well to see how we overall feel about Shizuku now. Is she still the 10th place girl, or is she going to be just first place for one episode and drop back? We'll have to see, but let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And of course, let me know what you think is going to happen in the next episode of Kara. What do you imagine is going to happen? How do you feel about the girls? And what role does Haruka even play in the non-Kanata episode? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.